Okay, we're here today with student development, and Sipo, welcome to our little pouch area here.
Thank you.
First of all, what is student development? What's it all about?
Okay, so do I look at you?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So student development is all about creating student life here at UP. So anything that happens outside of an academic lecture hall goes through our division. So everything from our student leadership programs and structures like day houses, faculty houses, our special programs like the STARS Mentorship Program and an Actus and Golden Key, to the 3 SRC subcommittees, otherwise known as key committees, that actually run student life. So STUKU, the Student Sport Committee, as well as RAG, which stands for Reach Out and Give for those first years who'll be watching. So our division runs and manages all of those student structures from the university's perspective. So we make sure that they will adhere to university policies, and we ensure that our students are able to grow and learn in an environment where they can grow as leaders as well as young academics.
You spoke about like these projects that you do with each of them. Is that specific to the different structures underneath student development?
So depending on the types of structures you are, there are various activities, expectations and mandates that we would expect from you. So when it comes to, for example, the day houses, they're expected to participate very fully within student life versus a special program like STARS, where it's a mentorship program. It's all about peer-to-peer mentorship. And so they have a very specific mandate that is separate from what the day houses would do. We also run advanced leadership programs like the Challenge program and the Social Entrepreneurship program. They're little known, but those programs are for people who have been in leadership experiences in the past, even if they were prefects in high school, and they want to get to the next level. For example, the Challenge program deals with social justice and investigating that, and basically forcing our student leaders to start thinking about their own opinions within the scope of things like social justice in a very academic environment.
Now, like if somebody wants to come, be part of it, do they have to like work their way through one of the structures, or how does that work?
It totally depends. So if you want to do one of our special advanced leadership training programs, like for example the Challenge program or social entrepreneurship, you do have to sign up for those, and we vet you and we scan through all of the submissions, and then we select people for the capacity that we have. We obviously have limited resources. We'd like more university funding. But we have limited resources. But when it comes to the other structures, like your day houses, the SRC key committees and so forth, those you would have to work your way through. If you want to get onto the executive committee of a day house or the executive committee of one of the key committees or even an Actus or STARS, yes, you do have to sign up as a member, and yes, you do have to work your way through the house. And eventually elections will come by and you'll have your chance to like plead your case and get elected. Democratically, of course. Democratically, of course. And then you become an executive committee member who essentially runs your student structure.
Okay, so now the whole student development has different structures underneath it. How does student development bridge the gap between the different societies that we have here and like the management of student development?
Okay, so when it comes to societies, I don't know if you're referring to what's in the piazza. Okay, so let's get one thing straight. Societies aren't featured here in the piazza. Societies fall a part of student governance and are actually managed and run by the Student Representative Council, which falls under student governance. Whereas student development focuses more on actual leadership development. And so all the structures we have here are kind of bound by the fact that in each one of these structures and in each one of these committees, we try to groom these students. So they come in here as students with potential, and they leave with real operational leadership and management skills and techniques that they can take into the workplace. And ultimately, it makes them more employable. Because when you go out into the workplace, any employer is going to be like, fantastic, you have a degree from UP, highly reputable, extraordinary. But they're going to be like, what extra value can you add to our environment? What do you have to show for it? And student development gives students an opportunity to add value to the UP environment, as well as their fellow students' lives.
Okay. And now, apart from the structures and the special projects you spoke about, what else does student development have that gives these students the chance to develop these leadership skills?
So we have a plethora of leadership training camps that students go on. I'm pretty sure you've been on some of them back in your day. You've been here for a while, haven't you, Shaun? Yeah, a while. Yes. Yes, so we do that. We host leadership training camps, but we also do leadership training in general. So we ensure that they all are able to hit the ground running as soon as they've gotten elected. So we do that. We also facilitate a whole bunch of the admin that goes behind all of this. So what no one sees behind this is in our offices, students coming back and forth to us for consultations, getting approvals for various things. We ensure that they follow university procedures and policies to the T. And so we provide that kind of assistance. And then we also, on days like this or weeks like this, welcoming week, we ensure that our platforms all have a space to be able to market and sell themselves to students and kind of get their brands and their names out there. And so we can all grow as a lovely student development family.
Student development family.
Student development family.
Okay, and then lastly, would you like to shamelessly plug any social media or how we can contact student development?
Well, Student Development does have an Instagram page as well as a Facebook account. So anyone who wants to sign up for that and get notified about all of our structures, because we promote all of our structures under the Student Development banner, can sign up on those social media pages.
All right, well, thank you for coming and joining us in our interview place. And yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you, Shaun.
Thank you.